Well, welcome back to Newberry, Florida. We're here at the Easton Newberry Sports Complex where we're set to chase some gold. As a matter of fact, we're going to have the compound senior men in their gold medal game. And we have some elite competition here as we have Reo Wilde, who we featured a little bit earlier, and Braden Gellenthien. So these two have known each other for a while and have been competitors. What do you expect in this gold medal matchup today?
I expect it to be a great match. We know that Braden is a multi-World Cup gold medalist and world champion, and that Reo is ranked number 2 in the world.
Well, I'd say their credentials speak for themselves, as we should see nothing short of amazing here as we're going to get set to continue this competition. It's the compound senior men's gold medal game. We're just working out the final details here. And these gold medal matchups are going to be a little different in terms of the order in which we're shooting here.
Yeah, and something a little bit different that you'll see at home with some of our matches coming forward is that the archers will actually have an agent who will pull the arrows for them. So there will be someone down at the target to pull the arrows and bring them back.
Well, we're just getting the field clear here, and the wind has died down a little bit, but it seems like the temperature is back on the rise, as I can certainly feel it heating up.
Yes. So we're just waiting on some final logistical details to be taken care of as we switch into these gold medal matches.
Yeah, just having to move a few things around here, and once we get set, we'll stay stationary and get underway. Once I said it settled down, I think I jinxed it there.
Yeah, I heard you.
Now, that's a pretty large gust of wind right here.
And the sun is stroking. It is definitely still very warm.
And as we mentioned, we were going to have the gold medal matchup here. Competitors have been at it all day long, so they want to make sure they're taking care of themselves in between the breaks and action.
Our judges have worked so hard today with everything that they have been managing. They've been doing a wonderful job, our judging team. And I talked about the Easton Newberry swirl. We definitely have the swirl going right now, and it's going to be critical at this late hour. The archers manage how much they let down and how many times they do that, because again, the letting down adds to the fatigue factor, and at this late hour in the day, that's definitely a factor.
Yeah, I would imagine it would be. I think you just have to do whatever you can to battle through it, and as you mentioned, keep your muscles warm, and
right.
Probably above all else, maintain that laser sharp focus.
So we've just been told that Reo will shoot first.
That's one of the differences that we're going to have here in the gold medal game. Instead of both competitors lining up at the same time, they will take their turns. first go at it here.
Right. It's also important to note that this shot will need to be quicker. The archer has 20 seconds to get his shot off. And of course, Reo has no problem. This is not his first rodeo. Braden either.
And it's pretty rapid fire here, especially the way these whistles are going off. And Reo there getting in the yellow.
These gentlemen have faced off against each other for years. They've been competing against each other. So it's no surprise that we see them in a matchup.
Yeah, no surprises. Not strangers amongst each other, so they know what it takes to compete against each other, especially at this level.
A nice group from Braden.
And now we're going to have our agents come over and score it. And we have a judge looking over their shoulders here. It seems like the scoring process is a little bit quicker at the gold medal level here with
Right.
more people involved.
Mm-hmm. So we're just waiting on those agents, and now they're pulling the arrows. We see that Braden takes that one, 28-25.
So we'll begin our second end here. Braden Gellenthien in the lead, jumping out to a good start here. 3-point deficit. And there's our signal and whistle. It counts down from 10. And each competitor will have 20 seconds per arrow, so you just kind of hope in this situation, though, the wind just stays still where you don't have to pick and choose your spot.
All right.
In that allotted time.
So we mentioned earlier how the crowd would build as we move into the gold medal matches, and in fact we do have a nice spectator area for those who are still at the field that want to watch.
Yeah, a gallery is certainly formed around the competitors here for this gold medal game, or match, excuse me. And Reo Wilde just taking his time.
Double checking the scope.
Will go back and score here. They even have a little delivery service here with the arrows.
Right.
Gotta like that. So they're tabulating their score. And
so what you may not know about these two is that they both have competed with recurve. In fact, Reo was a resident athlete at the training center for some time, and Braden competed in the 2012 Olympic trials with recurve. So we had talked a bit earlier about shooting both styles of bow and how easy is it switching back and forth, and these gentlemen would be a good two to ask.
At the conclusion of our second end here, Braden Gellenthien keeps the lead at 55-53, but the deficit is closing a little bit. So we're going to start our third end here.
So these two have been on multiple world teams together. And they're very accustomed to competing with and against each other.
Friends and foes.
Yes. Reo taking his last shot.
And he gets it off with about 5 seconds left on his shot clock. Gellenthien taking his time as well. And there's 3 whistles, so we have the agents go over and mark the scores here. Meantime, the delivery service stays active as we just keep cycling through here. Got some arrows on the way.
And we've got a motion with a thumbs up. That's Bridger Deaton agenting for Braden.
Yeah, I'm going to have a little readjustment on the
There
score
we
here.
go.
Yeah, you want to make sure you get that. So, tightening up once again as the score moves to 84-83 in favor of Gellenthien. Reo Wilde will start out the end. This is our fourth.
A bit of frustration being expressed by Braden.
And Reo Wilde just measuring that one proper. Getting in the yellow.
Nice group he has going there.
Gellenthien looking up into the sky, asking questions. Just trying to get himself back on track here. Started out with an early lead. He was up 3 after the first end. And that will bring to a close our fourth end.
So we still have many matches yet to cover.
Yeah, both the recurve and compound. So still plenty more action to come. Wilde has overtaken the lead as he is now up 112 to 111. So a 2-point swing in that end. Reo Wilde with a nice rally here.
Right, and we saw that earlier as well.
We did see that earlier in a featured match against Chris B. So Gellenthien will get it started, followed by Wilde.
A little bit of a longer shot for Reo.
And he's taking his time.
And it pays off.
Yeah, he still had a few seconds to spare. Each competitor will have their final arrow in this end. Nice strike there by Wilde. And you see the two rivals come together with a handshake, half slap. I couldn't really tell what it was. I'm just gonna make it up on the fly. And yeah, it doesn't get any closer than this, but I'm only referring to the obvious here, as we have a 1-point differential here, and we'll see if this battle has another topsy-turvy moment. So Gellenthien puts up 140, but falls just a bit short to Reo Wilde at 141. And so we have a gold medalist in the senior men's compound. That's Reo Wilde, currently ranked number 2 in the world. Gonna take home the gold today. And we're gonna come right back with some more Gator Cup action here from Easton Newberry Sports Complex. Thanks for staying with us.